What up, bros? Welcome to the Brodeo, the podcast where you can get your daily dose of entertainment. This is Aaron,
Nick, Grady,
and Jack.
And today we will be your hosts. Today on this episode, we will be sharing with you our thoughts on Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and how it relates to the modern topic of artificial intelligence.
To set the stage, we want you all to first get familiar with the story of Frankenstein. It is a tale about a scientist who is driven by his thirst for knowledge to create human life. After piecing a body together, he brings it to life. At first, this creature seems to be void of thought and feeling, but it quickly learns human characteristics and begins to wreak havoc on its creator.
Now, in modern times, artificial intelligence is a very hot topic, as most of you are probably familiar with. It seems like each day some new technology is being introduced, and at its core is AI. It is a very powerful tool that seems to have a mind of its own sometimes. The real question with AI is what the future holds. What will it evolve into, and how will it affect the human race?
Okay, so after setting the stage a bit, we can now dive into our episode for today. When Frankenstein first created his monster, he had no idea what would happen afterwards. The consequences of his actions could not be foreseen, but pretty soon after the creature was brought to life, Frankenstein realized his mistakes.
He tells the people, how can I describe my emotions at this catastrophe, or how delineate the wrench from which such infinite pains and care I have endeavored to form. Folks, you just heard it yourself. This thing was freaky. I mean, even its creator thought he was ugly. Right from the get-go, Frankenstein begins to regret making this creature that he had thought would be a great invention.
This can be related back to AI and how its creators just aren't sure what could truly happen with this new technology that they've made. Their intentions were to make technology that would be helpful and beneficial to society, something that could change the world for the better, but will change it for the better or for the worse.
I mean, even Stanford University agrees with us when they say, we can't put a number on the likelihood that AI will birth a new age of prosperity or kill us all.
Now, going back to the story of Frankenstein, well, let's just say that things take an unexpected turn. The creature begins to develop into a fully functioning being that has a mind and personality of its own. But instead of becoming something good, he turned into a criminal and then into a serial killer, and his only targets are the friends and family of his creator, Victor Frankenstein.
To help you picture this, in the novel, the creature leaves Frankenstein's bride, lifeless and inanimate, thrown across the bed, her head hanging down and her pale and distorted features half covered by her hair. This is his way of getting revenge at his creator, the fact that he went from a lifeless being to something that can have the desire to get revenge as something otherworldly.
The creature feels the need to go on this murdering rampage because he is angry that somebody would make him so ugly and so disgusting that he could never fit in with the real world. To put this in perspective, it would be like me wearing a Michigan jersey and a room full of people wearing Ohio State jerseys. It just won't end well for you. So if we take a step back and look at the full picture here, we can see that Frankenstein had good intentions with his creation, but boy, did it sure turn out differently.
AI is pretty similar in this same sense. Stanford also released a statement saying that it does seem that the same world where this fantastic intelligence helps us innovate and raise growth rates a lot also may be the world where these existential risks are real as well. I mean, I know the people at Stanford are pretty dang smart, so if you don't want to listen to us, well, you should probably listen to them. I think they know a thing or two.
Now, before we close the episode for today, we would encourage any of our fellow students or anyone listening to this podcast in the 21st century to read the story of Frankenstein. It keeps the reader on their toes and always makes them wonder what might happen next. But more importantly, it will make you consider what you are putting at the forefront of your life.
It makes you question what you deem is more important than anything else, and whether or not it truly matters. The novel paints a clear picture as to what can happen if you let something take too much importance in your life.
As I always like to say, a smart person is someone who learns from somebody else's mistakes. Just trust me on this one and learn from Frankenstein's mistakes.
It really makes me wonder if making an AI was a good idea or not. Well, guys, that's a wrap. We hope you all enjoyed the content for today. So, if you'd like to, please tune in next week for another thrilling episode with the Brodeo.